Hello, and welcome to episode 11 of Back to Infdev. We start here at the top of our tower as we see this lovely sunrise. A few things happened since the last episode. I did do a few tests on this version to make sure that it was working as it should. And I didn't find anything, which is nice. That means we can continue working on whatever we were working on the last episode. So as I walked around our area here, I marked some of the locations here with a post and a torch, because I am planning to run a kind of like a road network connecting some of these areas, and just to make it easier to travel, especially at night. I know mobs will still continue spawning at night, but if I have a road, at least I know where I'm going, so I won't get lost. So far, this path only connects the lighthouse tower to what is going to be today's project, which I don't think I mentioned. I forgot if I mentioned that on the last episode, but I said I was going to do a castle. I think that's what I said last time. But what we're gonna actually do is give some purpose for this castle, and by the way, this is called the Stepstones. This is our first bridge in this world, and I made use of the sand layer that was almost on the surface, and I just placed some cobblestone so we can cross safely. Yeah, so as I was testing, I just laid this road here up the mountain, and I did take care of a forest that was here. That was actually pretty easy to do. I took out some of the trees, and I got all these oak logs, and then I just used a flint and steel to burn the forest. Which sounds weird, it just sounds mean, but yeah, that's how we take care of leaves in this version, I guess, because they don't despawn naturally. So yeah, we have a staircase going up here, and this is where I'm planning to build. So today we're gonna do some experiments. This castle will be a mob grinder or a mob farm of some kind, and I'm gonna try to figure out how to build one. There's probably video or something. I can probably look it up how to make one, and I was going to do that until I realized that the whole point of replaying older versions is to have fun and try to figure some stuff myself. The least I have to do is try to do something, and even if it doesn't work, that's fine. That's part of the fun. This is an infinite world after all, so we have space to fail and try again. So I have a design maybe in mind, and it's going to require a lot of cobblestone, which is nice because we have all this plus probably maybe another double chest at spawn that we can use, so we have plenty of cobblestone. I'll take some, and I'm gonna try to build this based on what I learned so far from this version and from the previous version. I know that hostile mobs, they spawn in groups, and they tend to jump off cliffs. It used to be a lot worse on the previous version, the 2010-04-15, and this is the current version to 2010-04-20. And this bug, I would say, seems to be fixed for the most part, but every now and then I do see some of them just pathfinding off a cliff. And we're going to try to use that mechanic, if you can call it that, as a way of making this mob farm. So basically, I just have to place blocks and that's it. And we'll try to make this look nice. So what I have in mind is 4 towers. So it's going to be a squared kind of castle. And in each of the corners, we're going to have a tower that's going to go, I don't know how high, but high enough that mobs that spawn up there, they can fall to their deaths here. And if we have 4 and maybe multiple levels even, we can try to increase the chance of them spawning. And then we can just get some loot. I'm really hoping that this works. Or actually, I'm not sure. Like I said, failing is also part of the fun, right? I guess. I mean, if it doesn't work, I'll figure out why it didn't work. If you're one of the few people watching the series here, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a little ahead of what you're watching on. Right now, episode 5 had just been released. I'm recording episode 11 now. That's because I had a lot of videos ready to just edit, and I just continued playing instead of stopping where I was to release the first episode. Okay, 4. So for now, let's do a staircase. So, oh no, oh, I didn't die. Oh, interesting. I think the armor took all of the damage. Interesting. Okay, I didn't know that was a thing. It did damage quite a bit, but at least I survived. Nice. Good to know. Okay. This is a 3x3 platform. Hopefully this is enough for them to spawn. Alright, is this gonna work? We don't know. Okay, so we got the 4 towers, and I made a huge mistake. And this one right here is 5x6. So this is 1 block bigger, as you can see. I hope that you can't really notice from a distance. It doesn't look like you can, but yeah. So I don't think this is gonna bother me. And so each of these towers, we have 3 platforms. So there's 12 in total. I'm hoping that mobs will spawn in there, and because of their weird pathfinding in this version, they might fall off the edge and fall to their deaths here, so I can collect their drops. This is what I'm hoping, but so far I haven't seen a single one of them do that. So it doesn't look like it's working. I don't know why, because I based this design on observations, on things that I notice of mobs' behavior in this version. So we're gonna continue testing out to see, if we can figure out why this isn't working. And if in the end of the day it doesn't work, then well, at least this is gonna look cool from a distance. So we still have some more blocks to place, but so far we're done with the towers. So now we can start working on the inside and maybe even have a way up there. So that was the fun part, so the detailing. And you know, we're gonna keep an eye on these areas here, hoping to see some items on the floor. It looks ugly and cool at the same time. It's ugly because it's all cobblestone, but it looks good because I remember that we're in the version of Minecraft that you don't have a lot of blocks to choose from, so yeah, but I like it. So, I think I'm almost done. I actually really liked the the fact that it's all cobblestone. So we got all the towers, and we got a big banner with the letter G on it. That's for the grinder. That's the name of the castle, if we can call it a castle. Kind of like the point of this build was actually the experiment that I mentioned before. I'm trying to make a mob farm, and I don't think it's working. Oh my god, the pig castle. Yeah, let me show you around. So you got this big door here, and we got the 4 towers on the corners. And then we got the first area here, first floor, and then you can continue going up there. I left a block there. And then you can go up here the stairs and you can get to the roof. Only on this side here. I might make another way so you can get to that roof, but yeah, that's all we have for now. So, question is this working? Kind of. I've seen a creeper inside one night, and I wondered if he had spawned in one of the platforms, he fell, or if he fell from somewhere else. He had taken damage because I only hit him once with the sword and he died. So either he spawned on the lowest of the platforms and the fall wasn't enough to kill him, or he came from somewhere else. But I did hear a spider inside of this tower here, which is kind of like the worst thing because spiders they're not gonna fall. Anyway, so I guess it's kind of working, but you know, not really enough for this to be something useful. So here's what I'm thinking. 3 possible explanations here as to why this is not working. Maybe the platforms are too small and they're not spawning up there. So maybe they will spawn eventually, but it's rare. So maybe I need to have more platforms or maybe a bigger platform. Reason number 2, that I think could be a problem is that maybe they don't spawn. Maybe the game doesn't want to spawn mobs too high up. So the fact that this Y level is almost at build height, maybe it's too high for them for the game to spawn too many mobs. That's why I've seen 1, maybe 2. That could be a second reason. The third reason would be that the game doesn't spawn too many hostile mobs during the day, which is what I'm hoping to do. I'm hoping that this would work during the day, because at night you can see that mobs have a lot of places to spawn, so they're probably not going to spawn here. There's a huge forest there, a lot of open field here, and so on. Maybe during the day, the spawn rates are smaller and it's not even enough for them to spawn here. That could also be a reason. I'm gonna try to figure out some other ways to improve, or at least to fix this castle here, because I really liked how it turned out. It's actually a lot better than I had in my mind, and I think it's because it's the size of it and the huge blocky towers. Anyway, I'll probably try to light up the area around the castle and see if that improves at night, or if at least I can get a couple. Maybe that will work. And if not, well, this is just a cool castle that doesn't have... Oop, almost fell off. That doesn't really have a purpose other than, you know, looking cool at a distance. Yeah, see? They keep falling off to their deaths. And that's not just passive mobs, the hostile mobs also do that. Let's travel at night. There might be a few details left to do in the castle, but yeah, I think I'm done with this build for now. Okay, we can probably return eventually. Yeah, for the next episode, I've been working on something that is not really in the game, in Minecraft. It's Minecraft related, but it's not in the game, and really excited to show you guys. That's gonna be for the next one, something that I made, and in the spirit of the game. And the sun is rising, so it's gonna be a nice view from where we are. Alright, I do hope they fix the cloud soon. It's a solid white, and it's kind of difficult to see. Ooh, okay, I liked it. Yeah, it's almost out of my render distance, as you can see there. I loved it. I wanted to add some more details on the wall, but I don't know. I think I'll leave this version of the castle as is, and maybe for the next one we can take what we learned here and implement some new detailing. Yeah, I loved it. All right, cool. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.